Awesome, guys. Jaime Soriano once again here from Long Island, New York, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me just make sure we are recording the webinar. All right, great, fantastic. So again, welcome to the webinar. We are going to go over some incredible information here tonight. Our company is going through a massive expansion, and once you see the information, you're gonna understand why. So I'm just going to dive right into it, guys. Um, let me hide this panel here. All right, great. Okay, second. All right. So guys, the name of our company is Enagic. And again, if you're just jumping on, I am going to go over who the company is. I'm going to talk a little bit about the product because, again, if you're evaluating a business opportunity and if you're looking at a company and maybe you're wondering whether or not you should partner with them or put your name behind them, you want to make sure that they have a rock solid product, right? And then last but not least, I'm going to talk about the compensation plan, the marketing plan, and how you can actually take advantage of what you're going to see here tonight. So again, the name of the company is Enagic. We are a 40-plus-year-old privately held company. So again, you're looking at something that is not, we're not trying this, okay? This is not something that, we're experimenting with. Enagic has been around for 4+ decades, okay? Very profitable company, debt-free, no outside investors. Everything is done in-house here, guys. We are an original equipment manufacturer, which means we control the entire process from actually putting the machines together all the way to offering financing for people to actually get the machines. A lot of people don't know this, but Enagic actually purchased the technology from Sony in 1974, okay? So again, this is this is a pretty big deal. We're a member of the Better Business Bureau and the DSA. We're also a member of the Water Quality Association, and we've won numerous awards and endorsements, guys. The next slide I'm going to show you is just a little snapshot of some of the awards that that our company has gotten over the years. And right now in the U.S. marketplace, right now the North American marketplace, actually, we are going through a massive expansion. Even though the company's been around for 40+ years, really in North America, it's only been about 10 years that the company's been operating. And so it's really, it's an unbelievable opportunity here because even though the company is established, right, they've been around for 40 years, we're still looking at a ground floor opportunity. Chances are when you speak to 100 people, 99.5 of them, okay, probably never heard of our company before, okay? So that's an opportunity. Now, again, our company has offices right now in California, in New York, Texas, Illinois, Hawaii, Washington, Florida, Canada, and Mexico. We just recently opened up an office in Las Vegas, Nevada. So again, we are going through an aggressive expansion, okay? We want to really tap into the North American marketplace. And if you're seeing this right now, you have an opportunity in front of you whereby you can actually help the company break into the marketplace, and by doing so, you can actually create a financial windfall for yourself, okay? Just give me 1 second, guys. All right, fantastic. So here's just a couple of the awards and certifications that we've had. If you can see here, the DSA actually said that we're the number 60. Now there's thousands and thousands of direct sales company all over the world. Enagic is actually number 60, so that's a pretty big deal, okay? Here's our certificate from the WQA, and guys, just understand we are the only ionizer manufacturer in the world with this certification, this gold seal. So again, this is a very big deal. What you're looking at here is, you're looking at an ionizer company that is head and shoulders above the rest of the competition. And we like to say we're the Mercedes-Benz of ionizer machines, okay? And in a few minutes, you're going to see why. So here are just some of our machines. Okay, we have machines to fit every need. We actually have our travel unit machine right here. We have a couple of machines for people's homes. These machines here are more of the high-end machines for hotels and gyms and spas. And these machines right here are usually the ones that are in people's homes. These two right here are our flagship products. That's the SD501. And the SD501 is actually responsible for 90 plus percent, 90 plus percent of the company's sales. So the flagship product is what I'm going to talk about tonight, and the numbers that I'm going to show you when I refer to the compensation plan, it's going to be based on the SD501. So again, we have two different SD501s. We have the platinum plated SD501, and then we have the regular, okay, the regular SD501, which is still a great machine. That's actually the one that I have in my home here. But I know some people like to have, you know, platinum, you know, they want to make it match the rest of their appliances, and that's fine. So we actually have a platinum plated machine for them. Okay, so let me just jump into some facts here for the SD501. Now, just understand, guys, the SD501 is endorsed by the Japanese Association of Preventive Medicine for Adult Disease. It makes 5 types of water. It makes 5 types of water. The drinking water, which we call it Kangen water. There's 3 different levels of Kangen water. Okay. There's also clean water, which is just a purified, filtered water that doesn't have the properties of Kangen water. Now, you might say, well, why would somebody want to drink clean water as opposed to Kangen water? Well, if someone's on medication, you know, we like to tell them to take their medication with the clean water, right? Instead of drinking it with the Kangen water, because Kangen water is microclustered, and a lot of medications, prescription medication, is time released. So if they drink it with microclustered water, it might offset some of the medication, and it might release it a little bit too quickly. So we tell people, look, if you're going to drink medication, or take medication rather, take it with the clean water. Otherwise, you can drink Kangen water, you know, every other time. We also have beauty water that gets created from this machine, which people wash their face, they wash their hair. It's slightly acidic, so it's actually great for skin. It tightens your skin just like a toner would. Then there's strong Kangen water for the cleaning of the produce, and then there's strong acidic water, which is an antibacterial. Now, of course, you know, the strong Kangen water, the beauty water, the strong acidic water, it's not for consumption, okay? There's actually over 100 practical uses of the different waters that are created from this machine, okay? Now, for the sake of simplicity, because we don't have, you know, too much time tonight, I'm gonna focus in on Kangen water, the drinking water, because again, there's an incredible amount of health benefits that you can get from drinking Kangen water, okay? Like I said before, the machine is approved. It's approved as a medical device by the Japanese Ministry of Health and Welfare. There's 7 platinum dipped solid titanium plates. Try to say that 7 times fast, right? There's platinum dipped titanium plates inside of the machine that actually creates the Kangen water, and it's the industry's best automatic self-cleaning system. So the machine actually cleans itself. There's not a lot of moving parts to it. There's not a lot of maintenance you have to, you know, do with it. You don't have to, you know, clean it or anything like that. It self-cleans itself, and because there's not a lot of moving parts, the product life expectancy is about 25 plus years. So there's not a lot of things that you got to tinker with. You basically take it out of the box, you plug it into, you know, the wall, the socket, you attach it to your faucet, and you're good to go. That's pretty much it, okay? And I love that, okay, because I'm not the type of person to tinker around and try to, you know, open things up and put things together. I like to just be able to put it down, plug it in, and use it. And again, because of that, the product life expectancy is that it's a pretty long time. So let's go into the 3 properties of the Kangen water. Okay, there's actually 3 things that make Kangen water what it is. Okay, it's antioxidant, number 1. Number 2, it's microclustered. And number 3, it's alkalized. A lot of people, you know, they think that Kangen water is just alkaline water, and nothing could be further from the truth. First of all, alkaline water and alkalized water are 2 different things. 2 different things, okay? And then in addition to that, our water is microclustered and antioxidant. So let me jump into these 3 different properties right here. Number 1, like I said, it's antioxidant. Now, if you don't know what oxidation is, it's basically the rusting process. If you cut open an apple and set it on your kitchen table, after a couple of minutes or an hour, guess what? It starts to brown pretty rapidly, right? It's aging. So that aging process or oxidation is actually happening inside of our bodies every day, right? We're aging every single day. And what speeds up this aging process or this oxidation process is, you know, the foods that we eat, the drinks that we consume, right? A lot of it is very acidic. A lot of it is GMO. A lot of the pollution that's in the air, alcohol that, you know, you may or may not consume, right? If you smoke, that obviously speeds up the oxidation process. Prescription medication, stress. You know, there's a lot of factors that cause us to age, right? Well, if you're going through the aging process and there's nothing you can really do to stop it, we tell people, look, at least you can try to slow it down, because if your body's oxidizing, you need to have an antioxidant to put in to combat that oxidation. And so Kangen water is full of antioxidants. When it passes through the machine, I'm not going to go into, you know, how the machine exactly works tonight, so that's for another training. Otherwise, we'll be here for a couple of hours. But just know that when the water passes through the machine and comes out, it's actually infused with active hydrogen, and that active hydrogen is what causes it to have antioxidants. So you can actually drink a glass of Kangen water and get as much antioxidants as you would from 5 servings of blueberries. Now, if you know anything about antioxidants, you know that blueberries are very, very high in antioxidants. Well, it takes 5 servings of blueberries, right, to match the antioxidant power in 1 glass of Kangen water. In addition to that, it's an anti-inflammatory, and like I said before, it's anti-aging. Okay, you drink this water, it actually makes you look younger and you feel younger, because it's you know, the properties that it has. So it's incredible. It really is. When you hear some of the testimonials that people have when they're drinking this water, some of them, you know, drinking it for a very short period of time, and they see a major difference in their health, the way they feel, the energy level, weight loss. I mean, it's pretty astounding. We actually tested this water and used an ORP tester, right? And based on the ORP, because we like to tell people, look, anybody can tell you that their product has antioxidants, but we actually put ours to the test, and we test it using an ORP tester, and based on that, we actually show people that Kangen water, here we go, Kangen water is actually very, very high in antioxidants, even more than green tea. Now, again, you probably already know that green tea is good for you. It's loaded with antioxidants, right? Kangen water is actually triple the amount of antioxidant power than green tea, right? Is that amazing? And again, if you go to kangendemo.com, you can actually watch a live demonstration of somebody using an ORP meter and testing the Kangen water and showing you, based on the reading on the ORP meter, the device, how much more antioxidant it has compared to green tea, bottled water, which is actually very, very bad for you, right? Tap water, sports drinks, sodas, those are actually on the other side of the spectrum. They're actually loaded with oxidants, okay? So if you're drinking energy drinks, bottled water, soda, guess what? You're consuming oxidants, things that are going to make you age. We tell people, look, change your water. Instead of drinking that, start drinking Kangen water, and you'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference as well also. The second property, as I mentioned before, is it's microclustered. Now, real simple, guys, to just simplify this, I don't want to turn this into a science class, right? But microclustered water, this is what it means. Regular H2O, regular water, tap water, right, bottled water, it has 15 to 50 plus molecules. It's a larger cluster. Now, because it's a larger cluster, it's very limited in the amount that it can be absorbed into the body, right? Kangen water is microclustered. It only has 4 to 6 molecules, so because it's a smaller molecule, smaller cluster, it can penetrate and be absorbed by the body up to 10 times faster than regular water. That's why when some people drink this water, not everybody, but some people, they drink this water and they feel like a head rush for about 10 seconds. And the reason why is Kangen water can actually hydrate your brain in 30 seconds because it's microclustered. So here's the example I like to tell people. This is regular water. I don't know where my cursor went. There it is. This is regular water, right? You can see it's a much larger cluster, and this is Kangen water. It's a smaller cluster, a microcluster. So if you think about a chain link fence, we all had, we all grew up with, or you might see them in your neighborhood, right? Chain link fence. If you take a chain link fence and you throw a bunch of softballs at it, and if you know what a softball is, it looks like a baseball, but it's like 3 or 4 times bigger, right? Guess what? Those softballs are going to hit the fence and it's going to fall right down. It can't go through because the softball is just too big to get into the holes of the chain link fence. But if you take a bag of marbles and you throw the marbles at the fence, guess what? All or almost all will get through because those small marbles can go through the hole. Well, that's what we're talking about. See, the chain link fence is like your cell wall, and as you're drinking regular water, it's very hard for it to penetrate your cell wall and hydrate you at a cellular level. Well, Kangen water can actually pass in and out of your cell wall and hydrate you at a cellular level. Now, if you do you can Google this stuff, okay? If you do any research, you'll find out that dehydration causes 90% of illnesses and disease, okay? There's a lot of things that happen bad for you when you are dehydrated, okay? Headaches. A lot of times when you have headaches, what do you normally do? You reach for ibuprofen or a Tylenol. A lot of times you're just dehydrated. Your body is dehydrated and it's screaming for water, right? So when you start hydrating yourself on a daily basis, right, and you stay hydrated most, if not all of the time, you're going to feel a lot better. Your body's going to be able to heal itself. I mean, it's just amazing what can happen, right? So that's a second property of Kangen water. Now, the third property is alkalinity. Alkalinity, okay? And in a nutshell, guys, the more acidic something is, the more prone it is to sickness and disease. So, someone who, let's say, for example, someone who's a cancer patient, their body inside is already extremely acidic. It's on the acidic side, like extreme, right? Whereas someone who's, let's say, someone who's on a raw vegan diet and takes care of themselves and hydrates themselves, and someone who's, has an alkaline-based diet, like a raw vegan, let's say, they're extremely healthy. So again, when you look at this chart here, you don't want to be on the neutral side, right? You definitely want to be on the acidic side. You want to be on the alkaline side. Well, guess what? There's a lot of things that we consume. 90% of the drinks that you probably consume every day are acidic. Bottled water, soda, energy drinks, alcohol, okay? All those things, tap water, all those things are extremely, extremely acidic. So you're actually taking in all this acid, and then in addition to that, your body is creating a lot of acid. Because as you go through your day and your stress level goes up, maybe you're taking some prescription medication. I mean, all these things contribute to the acidity in your body. Well, we tell people, look, instead of staying in an acidic state, you need to start drinking Kangen water to buffer some of the acidity and move you over to the alkaline side, okay? And so that's what Kangen water does. It enables you to get your body to an alkaline state. So here's Dr. Otto Warburg. He was a winner of the 1931 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, and he, based on his studies, said that cancers grow in an acidic environment, okay? In acidic conditions, that's where cancers grow and thrive, right? Well, look, we can't make all these crazy medical claims and tell you that Kangen water cures cancer, right? But we can tell you that if cancers grow and thrive in an acidic environment, the less acidic you are, the better off you are when it comes to maybe preventing that, okay? So guys, this is just amazing, amazing stuff here. Now, here's some alarming facts about cancer. Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay. All right, 1 second here, guys. All right. So here's some alarming facts about cancer. Many studies show that cancers grow in an acidic environment. I just said that. In 1940, the incidence of cancer was 1 out of 16 or 1 in 16 in the US. Today, it's actually 1 in 3. Isn't that amazing? 1 in 3. Why? Because of all the pollutants that are out there, the diet that we consume, GMO, processed foods, fast foods. I mean, there's a lot of things that we consume and do as a culture, right, in America, that we didn't do it back in 1940. McDonald's wasn't around yet, Burger King wasn't around yet. There wasn't GMO foods and things of that nature. So today it's actually getting worse and worse and worse. So the timing of our product in the United States could not be better. I mean, you're looking at this at the very best time, because there's a need more than ever for our product. And if you know anything about business, guys, you understand that the T in timing is better than the T in talent. See, timing is the key in business. If you're at the right place at the right time, I mean, that to me is way more important than you being the smartest, most talented person in the world. There's a lot of smart, talented people out there who had a business idea, but because they were at the wrong place at the wrong time, it just didn't work out for them. And then there are some people on the other side where, they might not be the smartest person in the world, right? They maybe don't have all these degrees, but they were at the right place at the right time. They took massive action and they rode a wave. Well, guess what? You're looking at the right timing for Enagic, because more than ever, there's a need for what we do, right? So let me move forward here. This is gonna blow your mind here. This is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. He's a professor of surgery at Einstein College of Medicine. He's the chief of endoscopy at Beth Israel Medical Center. He actually wrote a couple of books, and in those books, he said Kangen water, he actually says it by name, Kangen water is considered the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and anti-oxidation, right? And that's page 159 of his book, The Enzyme Factor. So again, don't take my word for it, right? I mean, here you have the chief of endoscopy at Beth Israel Medical Center, the professor of surgery at Albert Einstein College of Medicine. I mean, an author. He actually pioneered the colonoscopy process. Okay, I mean, this is a well-respected person in the medical field, and he talks about Kangen water and how he recommends Kangen water to all of his patients. Here's just some examples. Now, some of it, this is pretty graphic, okay, but I wanted to show you that this is legit stuff here, okay? This is the colon of a 45-year-old female with breast cancer, chronic constipation after 2 days of prep. This is before. This is after, okay? 3 months of drinking Kangen water on a daily basis. You can see the difference, right? Here's the colon of a 65-year-old female cigarette smoker, breast cancer patient, before and after 3 months. I mean, this is a dramatic difference, right? And these are all patients of Dr. Shinya. Here you have a pretty amazing quote here by Dr. William Kelly. He says, alkalized water has become the most important advancement in healthcare since penicillin, right? And again, you can Google all this stuff. This is not just me saying this or Enagic saying this. There's, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books written out there, third party, that talk about the power of alkalization and why being acidic is bad for your health. Here in this book, Reverse Aging, it says removing acidic waste is more effective than diet and exercise, right? This one says you're not sick, you're thirsty. Don't treat thirst with medications. This is pretty amazing. This says all disease comes from the same root cause, too much acidity. So again, just understand, guys, that people out there are, suffering from health challenges because of a couple of reasons, right? But largely because they're very, 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 very acidic. They're not, taking any type of antioxidants to combat the oxidation that's going on, and they're dehydrated. And so by drinking Kangen water, they can dramatically and significantly improve their health. They can feel better, they can look better. And guys, we have testimonials like you can't believe. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, you know, even just on YouTube. Okay, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials of people talking about how drinking Kangen water helped them with their health. We have celebrities, okay? Kevin Hart, I don't know if you are into his stuff, okay, but you know, he's a comedian, and he's on a video on YouTube talking about Kangen water. I mean, there's just an enormous amount of people. So guys, just understand, you know, the social proof is there, and the product works, right? So if you want to watch a live demo, or at least a video demo, right, of the properties being shown and proven, you can go over to www.kangendemo.com. That's www.kangendemo.com, and actually watch a very, very powerful demonstration of the properties that I talked about, the 3 properties that I talked about. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch hats right now and talk about the business, because I talked about who the company was, I talked about you know, the product. But what I want to do is I'm going to focus in on right now and spend the next couple of minutes talking about the opportunity that we have here, because chances are, if you're watching this presentation, someone told you that there was an opportunity to make some money, whether it be part-time, full-time, maybe, you know, start your own home business. But guys, we have a tremendous opportunity here, and let me break this down real quick. We have a solid foundation built in the Japanese market. Remember I said that we have a 40+ year track record in Japan and in Asia? I mean, we have a track record there to run on. It's a proven product, but here in the United States, it's a brand new market. See, in Japan, 1 out of 6 homes has an ionizer. Here in America, nobody has an ionizer, right? But guess what? The only reason why they have 1 out of 6 homes in Japan is because they had a 30-year head start. There's going to come a time in the United States where we're going to have 1 out of 6 homes that has an ionizer. I believe we're going to do it faster than they did it in Japan, because guess what? In 40 years ago, all they had was word of mouth. Today, 2017, we have word of mouth, but we have social media, we have all sorts of things, right? Facebook. I mean, people are actually selling these machines on Facebook. It's amazing what people are doing. But again, we have an untapped market, but with a proven product. The project, what I'm showing you right here, it's actually reaching sales professionals and network marketers now. So it's actually going to go through the roof over the next year, 2, 3 years, because right now the company's selling 16,000 machines monthly, and nobody's heard of us. They've actually quadrupled their sales over the last couple of years, and right now, as professional network marketers and sales professionals are coming on board, we truly believe that 16,000 a month in sales, that's going to start quadrupling and going through the roof and compounding very, very quickly. So again, timing is everything. You're seeing this at the very, very best time. We have a major expansion here in the U.S. Health and wellness, as you probably already know, is a massive, massive industry. And we have a true direct sales program, not your traditional MLM. Okay, now again, nothing against traditional MLM, right? But you're going to see when I show you this compensation plan that this is nothing like what you've probably seen in the past, okay? And again, I like to tell people, look, I've made a tremendous amount of money in traditional MLM, but I wasn't looking to get involved with another MLM company when I was evaluating Enagic. I wasn't looking to get started with a company and make, you know, $5 and $10 and $15 and $20 commissions. I was looking for something that I can sink my teeth into and make a couple $1,000s, you know, per sale, right? So when I saw this compensation plan, it blew me away, and to me, it was a no-brainer. So let me go into the compensation plan. Now we have a plan. We call it the 8-point compensation plan. And we've patented this whole thing. And the way it works is when an SD501 gets sold, the company pays out 8 points. Now, an SD501, the machine, our flagship machine, it costs $39.80. We actually have a couple of different ways people can actually purchase an SD501. We actually have a way that people can put $0 down, and for $45 a month, you know, they can have an SD501 shipped to them in a week. All right, and be drinking the water in a week's time, or if they have a local office, they can just go into the office, pick up their machine, and walk out, right? So again, we make it available a couple of different ways, but just understand that when one of these machines are sold, the company pays out 8 points. Each point is worth $285. Now, what determines how many points you get is the rank you are inside of the marketing plan. So let me break this down for you. Let's say you, okay, now all you need to become a distributor of the company is you just have to own a machine, okay? And again, we have a couple different ways you can purchase a machine. We have a couple different machines, okay? You can talk to the person who invited you onto this webinar for details about that. But let's say we keep it uniform because we're talking about the SD501, and these numbers are going to be related to the SD501. Let's say you go out and you share this presentation, or you share the water with someone that you know, right? And you make a sale. Well, they purchase the SD501, you make $285 as a commission. That's pretty good, right? Because we're not talking about $5 and $10 commissions. We're talking about a nice, healthy check there. But the power of this compensation plan is not so much what you can make when you personally make a sale. The power of it is in the overrides, because not only do you make $285 when you make a sale, but you make $285 down 8 points, right? Down 8 points. So again, for the sake of simplicity, let's just say, down 8 levels. Anytime there's a machine sold down 8 levels on your 1A lane, you're actually making a $285 check. So someone down on your 7th or 8th level, let's say, sells a machine. Guess what? You make $285, the same amount if you went and made that sale. Isn't that pretty crazy, right? On your second sale, you also make $285, but again, you open up your second 1A lane, and again, you might make $285 when you make that sale, but just understand the person you sold the machine to, they're probably going to share the water with people that they know. They're probably going to share this information. If they're a business builder or they're entrepreneurial minded, they're going to want to take part in this compensation plan, and they're going to start moving machines. Well, guess what? You're going to make $285 anytime a machine is sold down 8 points in your 1A lane. So here's a visual. I'm going to give you a visual so you understand how this really works, okay? Let's just say you go out and you sell your first and second machine. You make $285, right, on both of those machines, but let's say the two people you sell a machine to, they start moving machines also. They start telling their friends and family, and maybe if they're a business builder or a network marketer or an internet marketer, they start selling machines. You start making $285, $285, $285, $285, $285, $285. You're making $285 checks left and right, and you have these $285 checks chasing you down. Imagine going to your mailbox, opening it up, and you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 checks in there, all for $285, because you sold 2 machines, and those people who bought those machines from you, they started to share this with people that they knew. Isn't that pretty crazy, right? I mean, there's a tremendous amount of potential, and hopefully you see, what can potentially happen for you, even as just a 1A, but it gets better. Watch this. On your third personal sale, you become a 2A, which means you get 2 points, right? Instead of 1, now you're getting 2 points. Now, if 1 point is $285, if you're getting 2 points, you're making $570 on that sale. But again, the power of this compensation plan is on the overrides. So you're making $570. Guess what? You're making $570 down 7 points. Anytime in your 7 levels, let's just say for simplicity's sake, just so you can understand the concept, anytime there's a machine sold, guess what? You make a $570 override check. What if, just in your 2A lane, what if you have 3, 4 machines a month being sold? Guys, that's over $2,000, and you're doing this on a part-time basis. See, most network marketers, again, not a shot at network marketing, but a lot of times for them to make a check with 4 digits, they got to do a tremendous amount of work. I'm talking about tremendous amount of work. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm getting this little panel thing popping up. Okay. All right. Okay. So they got to do a tremendous amount of work to to make a check with 4 digits. We're talking about you on a part-time basis. You have 4 sales happening in your 2A lane, and I'm not even talking about you doing the sales. Let's just say you have someone on your team that might go do them, right? Guess what? You can make a tremendous amount of money. So here's the visual that I like to show people, because I'm a very visual person, and I truly believe people, unless they see visually what can happen, they really don't get it. Okay, so let's say you sell somebody a machine, your third sale, that opens up your 2A lane, you make 570, and that person goes out and they start marketing this, they start sharing this with people. You're going to make 570, 570, 570, 570, 570, 570, and again, it's not just going downwards. You have side, there's sales that are going to happen towards the side over here. Where's my cursor? Okay, here we go. Towards the side over here, where you're getting these 3 sales. Look at this. This one, this one, this one, this one. Those are all on your third level. So you can literally have hundreds of sales happening on your 2A lane, and you're getting 570 per sale. And that's as a 2A. We have people breaking 2A or hitting 2A inside of their first 30 days. Because how do you hit 2A? Just go do 3 personal sales. If you can share this with 3 people and they buy from you, guess what? You're a 2A. Now you have the ability to make 570 a sale just on your 2A lane. Mind you, while your 2A lane is selling units, selling machines, you still have your first 2 1A lanes that there's sales happening down those lanes. I mean, hopefully you see see, for me, I've been in business for 20 years. I've been an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur for 20 years. I don't feel old enough to be doing anything for 20 years. And I've seen every type of comp plan. I've seen every type of product in the industry. I've seen everything. Guys, when I saw this, I was like, there is a incredible amount of money that these guys are paying out. And the way this compensation plan is structured, no wonder the person who introduced me and sold me my machine, he's doing between 100 and 200,000 a month just on these points. Never mind all the other bonuses that I'm going to tell you about. Just on these points, he's doing a healthy 6-figure monthly. And I didn't understand how he was doing it until I saw how this compensation plan worked out. So anyway, let me move on. Otherwise, we're going to be here longer than I want to. Okay, so let's just say your team has 10 group sales. Okay, once your team has 10 group sales, your next personal sale opens up your 3A lane. Now, as a 3A, if you probably haven't caught on yet, the numbers, that just determines how many points you get. So as a 3A, you're getting 3 points. That's 855 you'll make when you make that sale, right, on the SD501. But again, the power of this is in the overrides. Down 6 points or 6 levels, you're going to make 855 a sale. Anywhere a sale happens, you're going to get 855. Then you're going to get 570 on your 7th level, then 285 on your 8th level. So again, visually, this is what can happen. Let's say you sell a machine to open up your 3A lane, you make 855, but that person goes bonkers with it and they start selling machines left and right. Now you're getting paid 855, 855, 855, 855, 855, 855, 855. I mean, how many sales do you need just in your 3A lane on a monthly basis inside of your team for you to make a 6-figure income? 10 sales. I like to ask the question and answer it, right? If you do 10 sales as a 3A, SD501 sales, right? 855 times 10, that's 8550 a month. 8550 a month. 10 sales. 10 sales. Not 100, not 1,000, not 10,000, not 20,000. 10. And you don't even have to be the person doing those sales. It could be you and a couple of people on your team, or maybe you have, a superstar that goes bonkers with it and they do all 10. I don't know. But that's 8550 a month. You take a calculator, multiply that by 12, that's over 100 grand a year. That's a 6-figure income just on your 3A lane, right? Never mind what the sales that are happening on your 2A lane and your 2 1A lanes, just on your 3A lane, because you got to look at each one of your lanes as almost like a separate business, like a franchise, right? Just on your 3A lane, you'll be making 6 figures. So it gets even more exciting than that. Watch this. Once your team, now again, these 20 group sales, this is cumulative inside of your whole team. So it's not like you got to do 20 just in your 3A lane. If your whole organization does 20 sales, it doesn't matter where those 20 sales come from. If they do 20 sales inside of your whole group, and there's no month, you don't got to do it in a month. You could do it cumulatively. If you want to take 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 10 years, totally up to you. Cumulative, it all counts. So once your team does 20 group sales, your next personal sale opens up your 4A lane. Now you're making 1140 because you're getting 4 points now. So you make 1140 on that sale. But again, the beauty of this whole thing is in the overrides. Now you're going to make 1140 down 5 levels, then 855, 570, and then 285. So it does taper off just a little bit. But the reason why is the company wants to make sure that the lion's share of the points are being paid out to the actual person that's writing the sale. And that's okay, right? So again, visually, this is what it looks like. You sell a machine, open up your 4A lane, you make 1140, and then that person goes out and starts sharing the machine. Because if they're feeling benefits from the machine, aren't they going to talk about it? Aren't they going to share it? If they know people that have health challenges, aren't they going to share the Kangen Water with them? Absolutely, right? So you're going to make 1140, 1140, 1140, 1140. Guys, there's a tremendous amount of money that you can make inside of this compensation plan. Now, again, it gets better, okay? Because if your team does 50 group sales as a 4A, your next personal sale, once the computer sees 50 sales cumulatively anywhere in your group, right? The next personal sale that you put in, that opens up your 5A lane. Now you made 1425 on that sale. But again, it's all in the overrides. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right, cool. I'm going to make sure that there's no glitches. All right, cool. So again, you're making 1425 down 4 points for 4 levels, then 1140, 855, 570, 285. Here's the visual, right? You sell a machine, 1425. This person goes and starts marketing, 1425, 1425, 1425. Because the people on your team, they want to move through the ranks. They want to hit 2A and 3A and 4A and 5A and ultimately 6A, right? So they're going for their goals and dreams, right? Guess what? They're going to move machines. They're going to sell units. And you're making, if you're positioned right, you're going to make 1425, 1425, 1425, 1425. Down here, right? Down here, you're going to make 1140, 855, 570, 285. But again, cumulatively, you're making a tremendous amount of money just in your 5A lane. Now, once your team hits 100 group sales, your next personal sale opens up your 6A lane. And inside of your 6A lane, now you're getting 6 points. So you're getting 1710 for writing that sale or selling that machine. But again, the beauty of it is you're making 1710 down 3 levels or 3 points. On your 4th level, you're making 1425, then 1140, 855, 570, 285. Here's what it looks like as a 6A. You go out there, you open up your 6A lane. That person starts sharing the machine, sharing the water. They start telling people they know about their testimonial on the water, or maybe their testimonial on the business. I don't know. But guess what? The machines start getting sold. 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710, 1710. I mean, this compensation plan, guys, you can make 6 figures, and you don't even know what's going on. We have people inside of our team right now who have no idea or no clue really. They're literally just getting started, and they're making, a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000. Selling these machines. Isn't that pretty crazy? So again, what makes this different? This is a true direct sales program. We're not talking about, selling a $50 bottle of juice or a $50 bottle of skin cream or, a pack of vitamins for $100 and you make $5 or $10. We're not talking about that. Nothing wrong with those companies. I mean, we're talking about a legitimate 6-figure to 7-figure opportunity here, a chance for you to open up and run your own business. If you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, you're going to look at this and say, man, this is powerful. Okay, so again, what happens at a 6A, because I'm going to start speeding up here because I need to wrap up. As a 6A, every single person or every single sale after you hit 6A, all it does is open up a brand new 6A lane. So you can open up an unlimited amount of 6A lanes. We have people inside of the company that have 30 and 40 active 6A lanes in their organization, and they're making 1710 a pop on all of their lanes. Is that crazy? That's why there's people inside of our company that are making six figures. Six figures. There's a cop. There's a well, he's a former police officer now, right? But he was a former detective when he got started. He got started here he was a detective when he started. Now he's a former detective, right? Part time, he made $250,000 in commissions. Part time while he was a detective. Isn't that crazy? I have his video, right? Some of you guys have seen that, right? I actually use that video a lot and send it to people where he gives his testimonial. It's like a 7 or 8 minute video. He was actually speaking at the office, and I actually took out my phone and made a video of it. And now I'm using that thing, and it's working for me like you can't believe. People are watching that little 6 or 7 minute testimonial that he does, and they're jumping all over this opportunity because if a detective, right, who's extremely busy. I mean, if you know anything about police and detective, they don't work 9 to 5. I mean, they're on the job longer than those because they're working, right? And even fitting this business inside of the nooks and crannies of his life and his job, he still made $250,000 in his first 12 months. That's a testimony to how powerful this business opportunity and this compensation plan is. Now, that's not a guarantee that that's going to happen for you, right? Because I don't know what your work ethic is like. I don't know what any of that is like. But just know that if someone did it, then it's possible. If someone did it, then it's possible for you, right? So again, we have a tremendous opportunity here. In addition to opening up multiple 6A lanes, once you hit 6A, now you start getting $200 per sale past your 8 points. Because before you were only getting paid up to your 8 points, right? Now you start picking up $200 per sale beyond your 8 points. We call that your education allowance. So now you're making money, really, really deep inside of your organization. If you build an organization that's deep, now you're getting compensated on all those machines, right? So in addition to the 8-point system, we actually have a couple of different bonuses. Not going to go too much in detail here, but we have a title incentive bonus, whereby you can actually earn extra bonuses every time you hit a rank in the company. We also have a monthly bonus based on your sales, based on your team's volume, right? Your team's machine sales. So the company will actually they'll take a snapshot of how many sales happened inside of your team on a month and on that month, and they'll pay you a bonus related to that. In addition to that, we have a quarterly bonus where again, same concept. They'll look at the quarter. Now they're paying you bonuses on the month already, but now they're going to pay you a second bonus on the quarter on those same machines that you got paid bonuses on already. Crazy, right? And they're going to pay you a quarterly bonus. And then last but not least, we have a global profit share bonus. When you start hitting some of the higher ranks, the company starts paying you a lifetime, we call it a lifetime bonus. So for example, as a 6A2-3, now again, I'm not going to go into all that technical stuff of what that is and how you get. Just understand, if you help other people hit 6A, you'll become a 6A2-3. Now, once that happens, the company pays you, in addition to all of this, $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month extra just for hitting that position. And as you move through the ranks and grow your team sales, that $5,000 a month global profit share bonus, that lifetime bonus we call it, it could actually grow all the way to $25,000 a month. And this is just extra on top of everything. So guys, let's just understand there's an incredible opportunity here. So what are successful people doing inside of Enagic? Real simple. Number one, they're making a list, right? They're making a list. Number two, they're having a grand opening. Now, their grand opening could be live, right? They can invite a few people to their home or to their office or someplace like that and have, one of their partners come and do a live presentation. It could be, over a webinar like this online. They get a bunch of people on, and myself or one of the other senior leaders can actually do a presentation. It could be over the phone via a conference call. Bottom line is they're getting a bunch of people that they know off of their list to one place, right? And someone else is going to do the presentation and help you launch your business. Number 3, they're giving Kangen Water away. They're giving it away. They're creating Kangen Water from the machine, and they're giving it to people that they know to try, right? Can you give, if you got paid $10,000 a month, would you be able to give Kangen Water away? I mean, come on, right? Number 4, they're plugging into training. Number 5, they're having fun. So guys, these are the reasons why people are succeeding. All the lights are green. If you're driving down, think of the major road or boulevard or whatever in your local town, in your local area. If you're driving down and all the lights are red, it takes you forever to get to where you want to go, right? But when all of them are green, you can just, I don't condone speeding or anything like that, right? But you can get to wherever you're going way faster because all the lights are green. Well, guess what? In Enagic, all the lights are green, guys. Check this out. Number 1, great timing. Great timing. I talked about the timing of the product and the timing of the opportunity, right? So timing could not be better. Number 2, it's a rock solid company. Rock solid company. You're looking at something that, I mean, this is not something that's going to go away. I mean, you can literally build a legacy here because this is a legacy company. You can build a company here and pass it on to your kids. If they want to get involved, right? You have that opportunity here, right? Outstanding products. We have a puppy dog marketing approach. I love that. It's a puppy dog marketing approach. We can make as much water as we want, and we can give it away, and people can take the water, and they can take as much as they want and not pay for it. So we're not asking people to spend money for it. We're not spending money. We can sample out Kangen Water all day long. It's not going to cost us anything. That's a puppy dog marketing approach. Can you tell somebody, hey, I'm not going to ask you for money, try this water. If you can do that over and over and over again, guess what? You're going to sell machines because people are going to drink the water and they're going to feel a difference. They're going to drink the water and they're going to ask you for information. They're going to drink the water and they're going to jump on a webinar like this or attend a live presentation. They're going to see the compensation plan. It's going to blow their mind, and you're going to start moving your business along. It's a phenomenal comp plan, as I mentioned before. It's a team-oriented environment. Our target market is baby boomers, and it's a simple and duplicatable system. It's a simple system, guys. Very, very simple. So the project is awesome. The product is spectacular. The potential is massive, and the timing is now. The timing is now, guys. So again, these are the 4 machines. Now, again, we have a lot more machines, okay? You can talk to the person who invited you on this webinar or share this with you, and they can talk to you about all the different machines. These are the ones we like to talk about at the end of the presentation because, again, if you're going to build a business, we want you to own one of these machines, right? So the 2 in the middle right here are the SD501. This is the stainless model. This is a, whoops, where are we at here? Let me go back to that slide. Okay. So this right here is the stainless model, right? Excuse me, it's 4380. This is the SD501. A lot of us own this machine. This is the one that I have at my home. It's 3980. We also have the K8. Now, what's the difference between the K8 and the SD501? These have 7 plates. This one has 8. If you're on a budget, you can also pick up the Junior 2 machine, which is it's still an awesome machine. It creates all the waters that the SD501 creates, but it only has 3 plates instead of 7. But again, it's still a very, very powerful machine, 2380. Now, here are a couple of the ways that you can actually purchase these machines. Number 1, you can actually, put it on a credit card, right? Number 2 is if you have a credit score of 650 and higher, you can actually call Comerica Bank. We actually have 3 or 4 different banks that we can help you out with, but Comerica is one of them. Farmers is another one. Just again, get with the person who invited you on. They'll tell you how to qualify. But again, if you have a 650 credit score or up, you can call one of these banks and get a 0% credit card mailed to your home. You typically will get it, depending on what company you're with, you'll get it in either 3 to 7 business days. And then you can take that card, pay for your machine, and then just pay the monthly payment. So in this case, it's 0 down, $45 a month if you go through Comerica Bank. if you have a 650 or lower credit score, right? Because things happen, and your credit, you might be working on your credit, and that's okay. If it's lower than 650, we can actually offer Enagic financing, which that's the no credit check program. They don't even check your credit. Everybody qualifies. The only thing is you have to put about 20% down. So for this machine, let's just talk about the SD501. You got to you put 935 down, and then you can finance the rest. In this example, it's 225 a month for 16 months. If you want to go through Enagic financing with the Junior 2, it's a down payment of 663, and then for 10 months you pay 207, and then after that you have your you get your machine right away, obviously, but you pay off your machine and then you're qualified for life. There's no auto ships. There's no every month you got to pay this. There's none of that. Okay, once you have your unit, you're good to go, and you're qualified, right? You can go away. Let's say you build yourself up to 2A or 3A, and let's say you go away for 6 months or 12 months. You take a 12-month vacation around the world or whatever, right? You disappear off the face of the planet. If you come back, guess what? You don't start from the beginning. You start from where you were, right? Which I love that. Okay, it's extremely powerful. So again, pick which one of these machines fits for you, which one fits your budget, and what you want to do is you want to get a hold of the person who got you on this webinar, who shared this video with you, and ask them any question that you have. If they'll probably be able to help you. They might pass you into a three-way call with myself or one of the other senior leaders, and if we can answer your questions, let's get you one of these machines. Let's get you building the business, because our goal is to help you. If you're a business-minded person and your goal is to make money with this project, we want to make sure that you are profitable within 30 days. We want to help you pay your machine off within 30 days. That requires some work, obviously, right? Because we want to help you do some presentations. But if we can help you do that, then everything you make from that moment forward is pure profit, and now we're in the black and we're building the business. Now you can go ahead and build this as big or as little, right? As big or as little as you want, totally up to you. Again, my name is Jaime Soriano. We're here to help. We're here to help you and give you the support and training that you need. We're going to be doing these webinars on an ongoing basis every single week. So again, you're going to have a source of support to help you build your business, not only with the person who invited you on and someone that could mentor you a little bit more closely, right, especially if you're in the local market, but you're going to have support from the other leaders. And again, we're going to have these presentations done for you moving forward. So again, hopefully you got a tremendous amount of value. I do want to keep this webinar down to about an hour. We're about at 59 minutes. So again, thanks for plugging in. Definitely appreciate you. We are super excited about where this company is. More importantly, we're super excited about where it's going, where our team is going, and we want you to come along for the ride. So again, Jaime Soriano here from Long Island, New York. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.